It's 8-bit, you little shit, that's right, punk. Just rage and quit, I don't care, don't give a fuck. It is time for me to go level up. So today we're talking about yet another one of them Sonic the Hedgehog ripoffs. You know, we got Awesome Possum, we got Bubsy, and now we talk about Rocket Knight Adventures. Except the difference between that game and those games is that this one is actually good. So I just found this out a while ago, right? Apparently they made two for Sega Genesis, one for Super Nintendo, and then jump forward to 2010 where they had one on PS2, Xbox 360, and Windows. So this is one of those franchises that's not really a franchise. I mean, there is a franchise to it technically, but it's not a big one. You know, it's not, it doesn't even have like that ironic following like Bubsy has, because Bubsy is one of the greatest games of all time, right? And I'm totally not just saying this for bait. No, but for real, this is actually a good game, right? It's like they started making this as a Sonic ripoff, and then it actually turned out to be a pretty good game because it actually had its own thing going for it, and it wasn't just trying to be the next Sonic. In this case, you're playing as an armadillo in a Shovel Knight armor, and you have to go around and actually, I forget what the plot of this game is. I think you're trying to save a princess, because like there's a part where like an evil version of him, or his like evil twin brother or something, shows up and kidnaps this princess. And you also have to fight Ganon from Legend of Zelda, this pig looking fuck. Also, this opening sequence right here is totally a fucking ripoff of Ninja Gaiden, which reminds me, not only is this gonna remind you of Sonic, this reminds me of a bunch of other games, right? There's a level later on in the game where you're jumping around on trains, and it was reminding me of that Finding Nemo game on NES that I talked about a long time ago. It looks like that. There are several areas that is kinda like Metroid, kinda like Mega Man, just from the way they laid out, like you're going down and you have to dodge all these like giant robot shits that are going around. Some of the bosses feel like Mega Man levels. Some of them was kind of like Cuphead levels, so they was ripping off a game that wasn't even coming out yet at the time. The first level itself was reminding me a little bit of Kirby. But you know what? A lot of people would say these as negatives, but I say that this game takes a little bit of everything and was able to bring its own creative flair to everything. I mean, I didn't get very far. I only got like 3 levels in, but I gotta say, I was really enjoying this game. I really do want to eventually finish it, because that is totally how you do game reviews, right? You play the first couple levels and then you stop and then you decide to make a video talking about it. I mean, you can't listen to an album in one day and come to a conclusion about said album. You really need to sit and think about that motherfucker, man. You can't do the same thing with video games. I gotta be completely honest with y'all, I have no fucking clue where this video is going. But yeah, overall, Rocket Knight Adventure, pretty good game. I highly recommend checking it out, especially if you're into old Sega Genesis games. This was a really good one. I highly recommend people check it out. I think it deserves a little bit more love. It was actually a lot better than I was expecting it to be. And speaking of which, I should probably eventually check out some of the sequels to these games, because I mean, if the first one was actually pretty good, it makes me want to check out some of the other ones, see how those fare up.
Right now, the music comes out like this.
Right.
People are writing a review in a day. First of all, you can't listen to an album and rate it in a day.